Winners, G2 Esports.
Thank you very much, Trevor. Well, first up, congratulations from me as well, guys. A fantastic third championship in a row. Joey, you're next to me, so let's start with probably the proud words from the coach. How proud are you of your squad that they've done it now for a third time in a row?
I'm extremely proud that they came back like this after Worlds. We asked so much from them, and they asked so much from themselves, and they've delivered every single week. So you guys are real heroes, really.
You guys are the heroes. It is the third time to lift the trophy in a row. Perks, talk to me about your series. How do you feel you performed in your lane kingdom, as you like to call it?
Well, today I kind of woke up on the wrong foot, so I didn't have the best day, but I still think that my performance was at the top, even though it could have been better. I was pretty happy with how I performed and how we performed as a whole team.
All right, well, it definitely showed. 3-1 on the day. Expect you are the player of the series. Congratulations. You had a very good day up versus the MVP of the split, Vizicachi. How do you think you played today? It worked.
Today, today I just I can't control myself. Sometimes over chase and overplay. So I'm sorry to my team. Today I feel like same scream. It's not tournament, not LCS final. Feel like it's scream. So I'm just fun and I just like. It's just.
It looked fun in game one on Gangplank with the barrels.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Just it's just ceremony. I think this game is free win. So
Having a lot of fun, but playing very well as well. Player of the series. Mithy, I see you giggling there. Well, expect the saying, I was having a little fun. Of course, you guys in that game one, when you guys were winning very convincingly, you probably had a lot of confidence, but how did you try and temper yourself and say, okay, guys, it is 2 more games we have to win. We can't go too crazy.
I don't think we really did, honestly. I think we were not really 100% focused. I think we made a lot of stupid mistakes that we should not make, and we were making them even though we knew that we were making them. So that was pretty bad, but at the same time we did so many good things, so I'm really proud of everyone.
All right, same question for you, Sven. How do you think it went? You got to play a lot of different AD carries and you got to style a little bit at times, so what is your overview of the series? Why were you guys stronger than the Unicorns today?
I'd like to know why we are better than Unicorns today. I think we were doing better in the lane phases for the most part. I think there's a lot of people in my lane kingdom too in this series. So that was what it was, but I think overall our macro is better than Unicorns. I think Unicorns are often lost on the map or doing things that are a bit too crazy, and if the enemy is ready for it, it doesn't really work. So yeah, also I think we had good drafts today.
Good draft, good play, 3-1. Trick, the same question for you. Up versus the rookie of the split, Xerxes. Was it a difficult path? How did you feel about your performance?
I practice Ivan or Lengar Cersei champion per play many games, and I watch your Cersei parting or jungle loot, so can easy against play him.
All right, you guys seemed very prepared. You had an answer for everything in picks and bans, and it seemed like in the game as well. Joey, a lot of people were pegging G2 as the clear favorites, I think rightfully so after your performance in Spring Split. So what were the dangers in going up against this Unicorns of Love, and how did you overcome those?
Well, the biggest danger that we saw is that they really like to group up in mid lane after pushing out side lanes and play compositions that can throw ults from far, like Rumble and maybe the Kragas. So in the first games, we just wanted to draft a composition that would completely counter that. If they would go mid lane, we would throw the Gangplank ult at them. We had the Rumble ult. So we kept doing that and just adjusted really well throughout the entire series.
Yeah, you guys had answers for everything. Now to focus on the series as a whole, Perks, I just want to know, what does it feel like to lift that trophy with all the confetti falling down? You've done it 3 times now already. I don't suppose it ever gets old.
Well, honestly, it still feels a bit surreal. Since I won my first championship when I came to ULCS, it feels kind of natural, though
I would not like to be here if I don't win it, and I hate losing more than I love winning, so it was just felt really natural to win.
Yeah, definitely. A third time in a row. And guys, we now have to speak about it. You guys have talked about nothing else this split. We have our eyes on MSI. We have our eyes on trying to do better on that international stage, so we have to touch on it. First up, Joey, all the work you guys have put in, your entourage, the things you've learned, what do you think is the main thing you guys as a team, get in-game or out-of-game, have improved on going into that international tournament?
I think we've worked really well with incorporating Expect into our team play. We've asked more of him than any other player, and he has been delivering, and he has been improving very, very fast. So I think that will be the #1 thing that we have improved on compared to Worlds.
Right, you're mentioning Expect. Mithy, I'd like to get your opinion as well as an overview of the team. What have you guys most improved on? What is kind of, yeah, the X factor, the thing that you think is going much better for you guys or boding well for you in MSI?
Well, I think that right now we're playing a lot less on feeling and more on plans. So we try to have plans for everything we do. Also, what Joey mentioned is a very important thing, and I also think that we've gotten to the point where everyone knows what they're supposed to do, and there's not really a need for someone to tell people what to do, and everyone just like talks for themselves, and everyone has like equal opinion on what we're doing next. So it's a five-man, like it feels like a five-man team that like moves together as a team, and before I think it was a bit more like messy, and yeah.
Yeah, honing in on the skills. Before the finals, we saw a video of Perks and Sven. You guys talked about last year's experiences, and Perks, you were very clear in that, saying, well, yeah, it was super rough on me last year. How do you treat that? Is that baggage that you still think about every single time, or is this a clean slate? Is this a different G2 going into MSI?
Last year, going into Worlds, we were practicing a lot, like really hard, and we had expectations, even though we were not actually that good of a team, and I had too much expectations of myself too. So all the pressure just crumbled on me and the whole team, and also on top of that, we were not good enough. So we had to change everything from our practice to our mindset and everything else, which I worked hard on this split. I can thank Joey and Veldon and Alex and the whole G2 for allowing us to improve, and I'm really looking forward to what we can do actually at MSI, because maybe this time is the third time is the charm, you know?
Maybe third time is a charm, and obviously you guys talked about the public opinion here. There were a lot of Unicorns fans here, and there were G2 fans as well, but obviously the Unicorns fans were very, very loud. But what does it do to you when you step in an arena like this? How do you use that energy from the crowd, be it positive or negative, and how do you funnel that into your performance, Sven, or does it not matter? It's all about what's happening on the Rift.
I mean, it's always nice if the crowd cheers for you. Today, I feel like there was a little bit of favor for the Unicorns, just a little bit.
A little
but
bit.
Normally, when you hear someone who's very loud for one team, it feels like you just want to win really badly, so you can make it like the entire stage a library for the fans. But I think towards the end of the series, the fans were also on our side a little bit. So I think Hamburg was really nice today. It was loud, and I like it.
Yeah, Hamburg has been absolutely amazing. So MSI up next up the slate. Expect